Namaste, my loves. Welcome back to the mat. So for those who don't know me, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. And thank you for meeting me here today for this quick, simple but delicious 20-minute power yoga flow. So today we are going to really kind of find that inner fire again. The more we move into February, into spring, the days are getting longer and we're starting to kind of come out of that hibernation of winter and starting to find that energy again that maybe went a bit stagnant over the winter months. So today's flow, we're going to work on some core strength. We are going to work on some gorgeous lower body balances and yeah, just overall have some fun, create some really good vibes and dedicate 20 minutes to us and our well-being. So you can grab any props that you need to support your practice today, but when you're ready, you're going to meet me back here in just a moment so we can get started. Okay, my loves, so to get yourself set up today, we're going to come to lie all the way flat on the back. Taking those arms overhead, give yourself a beautiful full body stretch. Pointing those fingers, pointing those toes. Before we bring those arms into a T shape, take up space with our legs. If we can kind of create like a starfish on the mat. And we're going to begin the class today by taking a collective inhale through the nose. And an exhale. All the way out. So starting to scan ourselves from the crown of the head to the tops of the toes. Checking in with how we're feeling physically, but more importantly, checking in with how we're feeling emotionally today. We all turn up on the mats for different reasons, and whatever your reason is today, we're going to take a moment to be proud of ourselves for stepping onto the mat, for dedicating 20 minutes to our well-being, and for the power that we hold within our minds. I do truly believe that the hardest kind of step in a yoga practice is to bring yourself to the mat in the very beginning. So, yeah, giving yourself a little self-love. Being proud of yourself. Now, as we just connect with the breath, start to balance mind, body, soul for the first few moments of today's Fire Power Yoga class. Just giving ourselves 5 more inhales and 5 more exhales here. Before we take a beautiful deep inhale. And on our exhale, we're going to bend one knee, bend another into the chest, and just begin to take some rocks from side to side, so massaging the base of the spine into the mat. If you want to intensify this kind of beginning rock, maybe you lift the shoulders, lift the head, kind of creating a little ball here and creating a lot more pressure into the spine as you rock from side to side. And then from here, we're going to keep hugging the left knee nice and close to the chest. Allow the right leg to relax. And we're going to move to a spinal twist. So guiding this left knee all the way across the body over to the right hand side. Now remember, the goal is not to get this knee all the way to the floor. The goal is to keep both shoulders down. If you want to increase that shoulder stretch, you can bend the left arm into a cactus arm here. Holding for a couple of moments. Before we inhale to bring this knee back to the center, and from here, this index finger, this middle finger, maybe find the big toe, maybe the hand finds the outside of the foot. But we inhale first to lift this leg. Maybe it's a little bit tight in those hamstrings, that's okay. And then on your exhale, keeping this right hip down, we're going to open this leg to the side, just begin to open up these hips. It's quite an intense stretch, so if it's too much, you can bend that right knee. Beautiful. With control, we bring it back to the center, release the left leg to meet the right, and then let's take this to the other side. So we bend the right knee to the chest, and then guide this knee across the body, taking that spinal twist. Remembering that if you want to increase that shoulder stretch, you can take the right arm into cactus arm. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back to the center, maybe finding the big toes, maybe finding the outside of the foot as we inhale to extend the leg. Exhale, open this hip to the side, keeping this left hip nice and flat. Holding 3 more breaths, in through the nose and out through the nose. Ooh, right hip is tight. Oh. Before we inhale, bring this leg to the center. Exhale, release the right leg to meet the left. And we're going to take these arms all the way overhead. Give ourselves a beautiful full body stretch here. And let's begin to wake up the core. On your inhale, you're going to engage the core, bring the knees into the chest, but we're not going to hold them with our arms. We're going to send those arms down by our side and really push into that lower spine. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, bend the knees into the chest, push into that lower spine. We don't worry about belly rolls, that's life. Push it into that core. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. We inhale, arms and legs come all the way out. Exhale, create that little ball. Push into that core, holding 5. Squeeze it closer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles. Rock yourself straight away into butterfly legs. So bringing the bottom of the feet together, allowing those knees to go wide. And we're going to start to forward fold here. So just opening those hips up a little bit more. Before we take a strange little twist, right hand's going to come to the outside of this left foot. And we inhale, left arm comes all the way to the sky. Yes, exhale, left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Right arm comes all the way to the sky. Beautiful. From here, we're going to bring these knees to touch, placing the feet into the mat. And we're going to take the hands behind the back on your inhale. We lift all the way up to reverse tabletop. Lift those hips higher. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Touch the bum to the mat, and then we inhale, lift all the way up. 5, 4, lift them higher. 3, 2, and 1. One more time, lower the bum. Inhale, lift it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, yes, and 1. Lower the hips down, roll over those ankles, and we're going to move into a tabletop position. Start to open up the heart and start to open up the hips. So from your tabletop position, we're going to walk those hands maybe a centimetre or 2 forwards. On our inhale, we curve into the shoulders, drop the hips down, bend those elbows, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, send the hips back to the heels. A few more times. We inhale, move the body forwards, bend the elbows, hips come low, cobra. Exhale, re-tuck those toes, child's pose. And starting to move forwards and backwards in your own time, at your own pace, but bending those elbows low you can get. Start to open up the heart chakra, start to create strength in the back. And then tuck the toes under, foot stretch, forehead comes low in child's pose. Beautiful, taking it 2 more times. Yes. And then from here, we tuck the toes, bend the knees, lift the hip bones to the sky, and move into our first down dog position. Starting to pedal out the legs here, bending one knee, bending another, shaking out any tension in those hips, in the neck. Before we start to engage the side core, and we're going to move to eagle legs in our down dog. So from here, we're going to step this left foot over the right foot. Now maybe you find one hook, maybe you're able to find a double hook, but bending those knees. You can stay here, or maybe you pivot onto the right foot. Left arm floats all the way to the sky, holding 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, lift 4, you've got it, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand comes to the mat, untangle the legs, and straight away we take it to the other side. Step the right foot in front of the left. You can take one hook, or maybe you take a double hook, but move to eagle legs on the left hand side. Right hand comes to sky. 5 breaths for 5, 4, 3, ooh, wobbly. Oh wait, no, we're going to be doing 10, 5, 4, 3, for 2, and 4. Come back to down dog. From here, we bring the big toes to touch. Gaze to the top of the mat. You can walk, you can step, or maybe you jump all the way forwards. Inhale, engage the core, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up to standing. Arms come overhead in prayer, and then into heart center. From here, we're going to step back with the left leg, finding our way to our high lunge. Inhale, those arms come overhead. On your exhale, we're going to lower the knee and lift it all the way up. Oh my God, front leg shaking. So coming into our lunges now, lower it down and lift. Lower and lift. Keep this front leg bent for 5, 4, yes, 3, front leg burning, for 2, and for 1. This time we lower the back knee down, untuck those toes, and we begin to extend that front leg, maybe walking it a couple of centimeters forward. Left hand floats behind to find that left leg and move to your modified camel pose. Keeping that breath nice and steady. Yes, you've got it. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend into the front knee, engage the core. As we re-tuck the back toe, shift our body into low lunge, and then lift the back knee all the way up. First, come to high lunge. Step back to the top of the mat, full body stretch. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward to straighten that back. Exhale, plant the hands down. You can walk, you can step, or maybe you jump back and take your vinyasa. Inhale, bend the elbows, come to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hip bones to the sky, move to down dog. And we're going to take those eagle legs again. You've got it, my loves. Step the left foot in front of the right, maybe take one hook, Maybe take a double hook as you bend the knees and move the body to the right hand side of your mat. Left arm floats to the sky, yes. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untangle those legs as you move back into down dog. And then take this pose straight away to the other side. Right foot comes in front of the left. One hook, or maybe a double hook, but walking over to the left hand side. Float this right arm nice and high, holding 5. Oh, I can't do it on this side. 3, yes. For 2. And 1. Right hand comes back into the mat. Untangle those toes, gaze towards, or in between the thumbs, walk, step, jump your way to the front of the mat. We inhale, halfway lift, engage the core. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body all the way up to standing. Arms come overhead in prayer. And then into heart center. When you're ready, step back with the right leg. Inhale. These hands come overhead to high lunge. And remember, we're going to keep the front leg nice and bent. Wake up those quads as we lower the front knee down. And lift it up. Lunge raises. 5, 4, yes. 3, for 2, you've got it. And for 1, lower the back knee down, untuck those toes so you move to low lunge. From here, walk that front foot forward a couple of centimeters. Inhale, hands come high. Exhale, extend the front leg, right hand reaches down to that right heel. And we move to a half camel pose. So this is a deep back bend, but it is an active back bend. So keeping that core engaged, holding 5, 4, for 3, you've got it. For 2, on the 1, we bend into that front knee. Whoop, wake up that core. Both hands come to the sky as we shuffle the body back into low lunge. Tuck those back toes, lift up to high lunge, and then step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms come high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward, just straighten that back. Exhale, plant the hands down, walk, step, jump, back. Take your vinyasa, inhale, upward dog. This time, on your exhale, we're going to plant those forearms into the mat. Sorting out my microphone. Forearms come into the mat. Maybe those palms lay flat, or maybe you create like a little fist here. But wherever you are, we push into those shoulders, bring the ears between the triceps, tuck the toes under and lift into your dolphin pose. So maybe you stay here for 5 breaths, or maybe you lift one leg to the sky, holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower one leg down, lift the other, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the other leg down, tip those tippy toes a little bit closer, holding 5, 4, oh my God, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knees to the mat and come briefly into child's pose. Oh my goodness, feeling that heat. Oh my God, quick fire power yoga flows are not easy, but it is such a beautiful way to bring energy into your day and to kind of create strength. Today, remember, we are finding that inner fire. So we've got this. And as we're focused on finding that inner magic, I'm going to give you 2 options. The first is to come back into those, look at the state of my hair. The first is to come back into that down dog with the eagle legs, taking it from one side to the other side. The second option is to come into a headstand or a tripod headstand and play around with your eagle legs there. Completely up to you. This is your magic. If none of those suit you, then come to dolphin pose or chill in a child's pose. But today we're just looking at finding that inner fire as we move closer towards spring. So when you're ready, you're going to come into your chosen pose. Maybe a headstand, maybe a tripod headstand, even a dolphin pose. But making your way into your pose now, whatever your chosen pose is. And then we aim to find our eagle legs, bending those knees, engage in the core. Holding for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the body all the way down and come into child's pose again, wherever you are. This time taking those knees wide, push the hips back to the heels. And from this child's pose, my loves, you very, very, very slowly, any way that you need, come to lie all the way flat on the back, hugging the knees close to chest, and just taking a few rocks from side to side. Massaging the base of the spine into the mat. Before we move to our happy baby pose, by taking the outside of the feet and push that lower spine into the mat just to ease out the spine from all this core work we've done today. Sending those breaths all the way to the base of the belly. Feeling that belly rise, feeling it fall. Before we bring the feet together, hug the knees once more to the chest. Closing the class together with one deep inhale. And one slow exhale. And from here, my darlings, you're going to find your way into your chosen Shavasana. Maybe those legs were extended, maybe those arms were extended. But not staying here too long, just enough to feel inspired, feel our magic, and feel proud of ourselves for stepping onto the mat today. It doesn't matter if, like me, you fell about 100 times, if that core is burning, if you're absolutely sweating. It's just a quick 20-minute flow to kind of bring some good vibes into the day. Find a bit of movement, most especially if you've been stagnant for the past couple of days or over winter, and to just dedicate time to you and your well-being. Remember, a yoga practice is not about perfection, it's about progression, and it's about being good to yourself. Not about being good at the pose, it's about being good to you. And I honestly do stress this. when you're ready to come out of the pose. From here, we're going to bend one knee, bend another as we find our way to one side of the mat and gently bring ourselves up into a comfortable seated position, taking the hands to heart center and just taking a moment of gratitude to yourself for coming to the mat today, for others around you as we meet together as a collective coven on this little YouTube channel, and as always from me to you, thanking you for allowing me to be your teacher and for spending the past 20 minutes of your day with me, with mental me. I really hope you enjoyed today's flow. Don't forget, I do upload three free flows a week here on my YouTube channel at The Yogi Witch. And yeah, it was such a pleasure to meet you guys. And I really hope you feel good, you feel powered, you feel that fire. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, my loves. I'll see you later.